Something's...
I think I have oil on me.
What's that? Oh no!
Today, we're headed to Tennessee to pick up 2 more cars that we bought from Motortrend. I'm super excited. I could barely sleep last night, and we're headed to Derek's place, Vice Grip Garage. It's about 3.5 hours from here. So let's head to Tennessee and bring these babies back to Georgia. We have made it to Derek's place, and right now Finnegan and Joe are working on a few cars they bought from Motortrend, and we're still waiting on the Trans Am to get here. It's still in transport, but Fairmont, it's ready to go. I'm sorry, Rick Fairmont. We're gonna load it up on one trailer. We're gonna keep Ford on Ford. We're gonna wait for the Trans Am to get here so we can go GM on GM. But we're gonna get this loaded up, wait for the Trans Am, and yeah, start our journey back home. Oh, look.
Oh, you have that?
That's funny. But there's also some more junk back here. Hold on. There's something. I don't know what this is. It's a banner. Oh no, it's huge. I'm not about to unroll this right now. So when I get home, we'll lay this up in the driveway and see what this is. It might be like Motortrend or Roadkill or who knows. I hadn't opened the trunk. We should open the trunk. Let's just see. Oh, who's this? What is all that?
Banners.
Oh, look. don't know. Sweet. All right. This place is cool.
Look at the floors and the tile. Whose is that?
This is gonna be Derek's museum. This is sweet. That thing's incredible.
That is so awesome. Wow. That's a bullet.
Yeah, some little punk kids shot it with BB gun. And look, the glass still didn't break.
Oh, not this thing. Look at the 1952 tree.
Greta. Good to see old Greta back. She even won a trophy before she was even born. Best of show. I believe that 100%. She's a fine looking machine. We can easily find it. It's going to be right here.
What?
We can easily find it. I'm sitting on it.
The intercooler's loose over by you.
Okay.
It might not be a boost leak. If I remember correctly, it wasn't fast.
No. You're like, oh, this thing has no power. It's going to boost leak.
I think it went 7 speeds.
Well, see, check your boost gauge. If it builds boost, you don't have a boost leak.
I don't know if that's hooked up, but let's foot brake it.
Oh, shit. Oh, there's an ambulance behind us.
I lost the brakes.
Oh.
Got it back, so I won't foot brake it again.
The driver's not killing.
Go for it. What's up front?
I just heard something go, shh.
Look up front.
Oh shit. I just heard it scream.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, it's everywhere.
Oh no.
The thing, you know, this has no rockers if you pull those things off. Sorry. It came from up north. So, the lines are probably just.
We'll worry about that for one.
Ooh, something's.
I think I have oil on me.
What's that? I gotta go. Oh no.
Alright, everybody, just got back from lunch. The monsoon has issues. It runs and drives, but the brakes went out on it. So we're trailering that one. Greta, I think we're about to try to fire it.
Just bump the starter and just see what happens.
Does it actually work?
It's been so long, I don't know how to make it work. Is the batteries in? No, you gotta have that to turn it. So
Does that turn?
no, just to turn the wheel. You get the starters on the switch panel. Just make sure it's out of gear. That's loose, I can see it. Let me go under it. I want to see what it's doing.
Does anyone know that it has good battery?
All right, we swapped the starter. One from O'Reilly. Just a
O'Reilly's.
stock replacement.
Factory replacement.
All right, we haven't heard this thing run in a very long time. And give her a couple of pumps. See what happens. Whoa. Dude, we should have just went with a factory starter to begin with.
Yeah. You know, the mini high torques, they're
Sometimes okay.
sometimes.
Sometimes okay. All right, now we can let it off the jack stands.
To hold up there and connect everything.
Yeah, the
A
clearance.
starter that's like
The clearance is fantastic. The
Yeah.
mesh is not so great.
the weight.
Yeah.
The weight is spectacular.
Yeah.
All right, let's put this thing on the ground.
When we built this, we really screwed up the oiling system in the return. The oil pump is wired in through the turn signals. Even though hazard's on, it activates the pump every time it flashes. But it still sends way too much oil through these. Look at the tilt. Just look at it. Just, isn't it awesome? Oh shit. Okay. Well, it's been a long day. We've got the Fairmont loaded, and we've been sitting for hours and hours waiting for the Trans Am to arrive. It was supposed to arrive yesterday on a truck, but apparently it got postponed until today, and now it still isn't here. The driver is not responding to calls, text messages, emails, voicemails, reviews. Like, we have tried to contact this company every which way you can, and there's a truck. It's missing with a bunch of Motortrend cars on it. So now we got tired of waiting in the parking lot. We're just going to ride up and down the interstate. Not far, but we're going to just hit up the local truck stops to see if we can find whoever has these cars and beat on the door and be like, yo, unload my shit. Tired of waiting. Wish us luck. We stayed the night in Tennessee last night, right up the street from Derek's place, and we drove probably a 40-mile stretch of interstate. We went to every truck stop, gas station, hotel there was, just to see if we could see the driver with all of our cars. And he's still MIA, not answering. The office is not answering. There's not responding to texts, emails, nothing. And this truck was supposed to be here on Monday. It's now Thursday. So, yeah, there's a truckload of Motortrend cars that's just out there missing. So right now we're going to go get some breakfast, head back to Derek's place, and just wait it out, I guess. And if nothing shows up, you know, we'll just load one of Finnegan's cars up, because he still has 2 more up here that he needs to get back home. So we'll just load one of his up, take it back to Georgia, and just wait for a phone call, I guess. I'm not really sure what to do, you know. So.
Used to be a milk factory.
Milk factory, wow.
It's been a couple different things throughout the years. Used to be a milk factory, used to be a welding shop, used to be a roofing company. I think there was a lumber company here at one point.
Damn.
It's been 3 or 4 things in the past 40, 50 years.
And now a museum.
And now it's a car museum.
It's really cool though. It's got some good history. There's still some cars tucked away back here. Fairmont is loaded. We're just waiting for the other car. We got Greta and Rick Fairmont home safely, and right now it's Saturday morning, and we're going to go to a car show swap meet up at Paradise Drag Strip, and then we're going to take 2 trucks and trailers. Just in case the Trans Am shows up, we will already be kind of headed that way, and when it ends, we'll shoot up there to Derek's, load the Trans Am, and then come back home. So that's the plan for today, so let's rock and roll and cross our fingers that it actually shows up. It is Saturday night, and we got confirmation this morning that the Trans Am has arrived at Derek's. So we just left Paradise, but we didn't just leave. We left a couple hours ago, and now we're on the way to get the Trans Am that's supposedly sitting at Derek's shop. And according to the company that was towing it, I don't know. I really don't know much about it. The driver just didn't communicate nothing. It was supposed to be delivered on Monday. You know, we went to get it on Wednesday, stayed till Thursday, still didn't show up. It was supposed to arrive from Friday, still didn't show up. So I was starting to panic. But we did get confirmation that it did get there this morning. And but they said it no longer runs. So I don't know what that's about. That's got me a little nervous. I'm just glad the car is there. So now we're almost there. We're gonna get there, hopefully load it up and start heading back home, because we've got to go back to Paradise to pick up Chantel's truck, because we took 2 trucks, 2 trailers just in case the Trans Am showed up at Derek's today, and it did. So cross your fingers it's actually there, and we'll see if we can get it fired up once we get there. We made it. The Trans Am is home. It's got a few extra scuffs here and there. Whatever, it's in one piece and it runs, because the last thing we heard was, we have your Firebird, but it no longer runs. So we're like, what? But anyway, it fired right up. I think they're just idiots, to be honest with you. But she's home safe and sound. We're going to rip all of our aerodynamic tape off and give this thing a very, very detailed cleaning and show it some love. And we're going to take this to an event in May in Arkansas and see if we can go faster than we went before. So I'm pretty excited about that. We're going to make some changes on the car. We're going to change the wheels and tires because these aren't ideal for what we were doing. We're going to lower the car more, and yeah, it's going to be good. We're going to turn it up too. Back in the shop here, and we're going to talk about all the cars that we got for Motortrend. The shop's a mess right now because we had some storms that rolled through, and along with that storm came some hail. So I wanted to make sure all the cars were inside under some type of cover, either in the shop, under a lean-to, in a container. So it's pretty packed in here right now, but we'll start with the 57 up there. I built that car and I already owned it, but we did use it on an episode of Faster with Newbern and Cotton. We 4-linked it in a parking lot, did a big brake upgrade, did several mods to it, and we autocrossed it in Biloxi, Mississippi for cruising the coast. The Trans Am here, that hasn't even came out yet. That was the season finale of our very last show for Faster with Newbern and Cotton, and we took that car land speed racing with a goal of hitting 200 miles an hour in the standing mile, and we went 199. So that episode is coming out here soon. And, you know, for sentimental reasons, I had to have it. You know, it was the last car we built, and it's the fastest I've ever been. So I had to have it. It's got a 5.3 liter built for the turbo. It's got an 82 millimeter turbo in there, quick performance 9-inch, Magnum 6-speed, roll cage by Larrabell Race Cars, parachute by Motion Raceworks. It's got a lot of nice parts in it, and I just had to have it. So the Mustang here, we built this on the show. We raced our buddy Lyle Barnett in a car called Beer Money. It's got a Pro Charged LS in it, and everybody hates it, so I don't ever put it on the channel. But it's pretty badass. Here, that is the Corvette that they built on Hot Rod Garage. I bought it, I think, last year, and I road tripped it across the country from California all the way to Georgia and hit a coyote on the way, and it got hung under the trailer that I was towing behind the Corvette. It's pretty epic. Lucky got his hands on it first, took it drag racing, and then shipped it across the country during COVID to Philly. Tony got his hands on it and turned it to a drift car. So it's got a lot of mods done to it, different brakes, coilovers, roll cage, intake, heads and cams, exhaust, the whole deal. It's pretty badass. Now let's go out in the yard. I'll show you what else I got. The Mega Lambo. This car started out on Faster with Finnegan. That Lambo body is on a Fiero chassis, or was. We V8 swapped it, and Finnegan raced it around a road course against a real Lambo. And then at the end of that episode, it caught on fire. It sat for a while. Cotton and I got our hands on it. We built it for an episode of Faster with Newbern and Cotton and turned it into what you see here. It's massive. I mean, a 6-foot guy could stand right under that car and not hit. So it's pretty big. So when it came up for sale last year, I jumped on it. It was already on the property, so we just left it here. I purchased it along with our funny car Opal and our Joe Dirte Camaro that was in season 1. I bought those 3 last year. Next up is the Model A. This one means a lot to me because it's one of the last episodes that my dad's seen, and we raced this against his 34 Ford. Our buddy Clay Milliken came in and drove my dad's car, and Cotton drove the Model A, and I got to watch, which was pretty freaking epic. We took this car. It was all original. We did a complete frame-off build. We got the frame from Speedway Motors. We put a brand new dropped axle into the front, 9-inch in the back. We put the 347 that used to be in Rick Fairmont, had it rebuilt, put it in here, backed it by a 5-speed transmission, and this thing rips. It was a fun episode, and we did this whole build in like 5 days with the help of our buddy Matt Knapp. So yeah, this one meant a lot to me, so I was, hell-bent on getting this one. Out of all of them, this is the one I wanted the most. On that episode, if you've seen it, the original gas tank had rust in it and it clogged up, and we had to put a plastic jar up here on the front to feed the fuel pump in order to race it that day. So I have upgraded it a little bit. I put this aluminum one up here for now until I can clean out the stock tank. But that is the 347 out of Rick Fairmont. We had it rebuilt. It dynoed at like 415 horsepower. And yeah, it's got a 5-speed transmission in it. Like I said, it's pretty bare bones. We still need to do a lot of work to it, but for the most part, it did run and drive, and it raced down the track, and it was badass. Here's my dad's 34. This is what we raced against the Model A on the show. This has been in our family for a long, long time. So it stays in the container where it's nice and sealed, safe. But it was built in the 80s, as you can tell. Look at that interior. But yeah. This car's got like 60 or 70,000 miles on it since it's been built. I love it, and it's never going nowhere. Here we got Greta. Finnegan ended up with this car. It was a Pinto wagon that we turned into a drift car and raced against Federico Sciarrifo and beat a Ferrari. It's got a Blueprints 396 small block Chevrolet in it with a Magnum 6-speed from Silver Sports Transmissions in there with a quick performance 9-inch in the back. So don't let the looks fool you. This thing is a freaking rocket. But Finnegan ended up with this and a few more. You saw the vet cart, you saw the monsoon, but the other two, I'm gonna just keep quiet and let him show you those on his channel. But they're freaking epic, and they are veterans to the Roadkill show, and you guys are gonna love it. So make sure you check out his to see the last 2 cars that he got. That's it for now. Don't forget to check out newbernsgarage.com for all your shirts and your hoodies. We now offer them in pink, and it's really done well. We appreciate all the support from you guys. And don't forget, check us out on Facebook and Instagram, and we'll catch you guys next time.